those poles doing there? Why are there pipes sticking out of the tops of those poles at Gary's ranch? Why has it been like that for like 4 years? Well, Gary's been working for other people. Think I could do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Oh yeah, no problem. And there's some ombres. Ombres. Those are real life ombres right there.
I have a homegrown orange.
Nice. Yeah. All right. It's amazing how easy it is to please a kid these days. Homegrown orange. And then why is this just a bunch of poles? Well, those bolts sticking out are going to receive all of the free and almost free telephone poles I got from my buddy Craig. He puts out a list on the internet, and you can get a lot of really good stuff for free or really cheap. And all these, it's if you want to look it up, it's called Craigslist, I think .org. Yeah, he puts out a lot of cool stuff. Anyway, and these are from my old ranch. These are well pipes, old well pipes that were, from an old well. It didn't work anymore. This is where the water got sucked in. And as you can see, there is lighting cable here, which means I will drop some lights in there and they will glow out of the holes which used to suck the water in. Light will be coming out. The rest of them are just solid. These were at the bottom of the well, obviously. And I had just enough from my old farm I sold to a guy. If you want to see that, I'll put a link to the bottom on that place. Tell you the story there. But anyway, I am going to start dropping telephone poles on top of this thing to create this amazing arbor. And the reason there are pipes, there's electrical right there. And that's going to power the 4 chandeliers that are old 150-year-old wagon wheels. And the other pipe is a water pipe, and it's going to have like a crazy misting system because it's like a furnace up here. And here are the telephone poles, the first poles. Look at that. These are the main supports we're going to put in. What do you think? How long have I promised how long has it been since I got these poles ready? And so we're building this arbor.
It's been a long time, been years.
They've been sitting there forever, huh? We're finally doing it. You know why? What causes us to be able to do it now?
What?
Ignore all of my customers' phone calls.
Right.
For like 2 weeks. It's Christmas, man. Give me a break. I should be taking a break anyway, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna build our arbor. We'll give you progress updates as we go. But there's our first poles. We all know you've helped your dad a lot planting plants, right?
Yeah.
Or to be more correct, planting plants, not to be crass. But you're a construction management major, right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't really count for experience there. Maybe a little.
A little bit. No.
But this is really your first construction project.
Right.
What do you say? Have any comment?
It's pretty interesting so far.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dad told you about all the considerations of the design. And
Yeah.
It's pretty complicated. We're not going to go over the whole thing on film because it's really complicated. But yeah, this is what Carson is. The whole thing about construction, Carson, is you need to direct people.
Yeah.
So you can practice on me. So say, turn the camera off and get back to work, Dad.
Turn the camera off and get back to work, Dad.
That was perfect. Okay, here we go. There's the cowboy using the crane. Here goes the first one. So exciting. So exciting. Look at this. Woo! There goes the first one. It's like building with Lincoln logs. Hold on, wait, let me straighten it. Let me show you what 210 pounds can do. Well, that's all right. Okay, you're good. Actually, go down a little. Down. We get this thing a little flatter here by adjusting the strap. There. These are 30,000 pound straps. They're worn, but when you're only lifting a pole that's probably 800 pounds, they're more than sufficient. And here goes the very first pole. Okay. And there's the cowboy running the show right there.
Oh!
Oh,
That's what you did.
My ass is working.
oh, it didn't quite get.
Let's get on the other side.
I gotta cut the chainsaw a little bit. Hey, I have a question. Aren't you the foreman?
Yeah. Took a little break.
If you're the foreman, how come you're playing beer pong on the baseball field?
Took a little break.
Wait a minute. You're in construction. You're not gonna be able to do that on a real job site.
3, 2, 1.
No, here's the problem, guys. I missed my notch
Yeah,
right there.
that's
A
not
little-
coming.
Oh.
Yeah. Let me get the chainsaw. Move your foot. Move your foot. Right there's my notch. It's not quite right.
Alright,
Let's
get
get
that
it. Let's
first.
get it. Let's get it. Okay, so the crane is off of it, but it still didn't come down. So there's only one solution. Which one of you guys is a good camera guy? Which one of you guys?
They call me the photographer.
All right, it's rolling right now. Turn that thing around.
Alrighty.
Okay, there's only one solution for this problem.
It's called a big body.
Oh, I gotta climb on.
Oh!
Yes, sir. Oh no.
Oh, I need a little more.
No, you need big boys. Big girls only.
A little more. Huh! Huh! Didn't move, did it?
It only works when Nitch and I do it.
I think I gotta bash it down with the crane, baby.
Oh, that's.
Is it not?
That's innovation that excites.
Yeah. Oh, I think there's a piece of wood under.
Oh.
Oh.
God damn it.
Unbelievable.
Carson!
All right. Cut.
I'm gonna get out of the way of this car, so I'm just gonna go.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Aren't you the legendary Michael Rue?
I am.
I just wanted to make sure.
You got my customer in mind.
More telephone poles, a la Michael Rue. Look at that custom cut. It was so close. So close. So that pipe is a water line which will create a beautiful mist above my arbor on 115 degree days, because it often does that here. As you can see, we got the first few in. Since I don't have a cameraman and the days are really short, I can't film every single little thing, but I'll give you a little update here. We've got 10 cross members going in. I've got them all laid out with nails. The first 2 are going to sit on these bolts. We'll drill some holes. Bolts will receive them. And then the rest will just be bolted down with some lag bolts, real deep lag bolts. Probably got to get some that are like 18 inches or so. And here's our production line for our second layer. Carson, why can't I be the host of the show right now? You have to be the host of the show. Why can't I be the host of the show?
I don't know.
Is it because I'm not wearing a shirt?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That would be crass, as your mom would say. So you're the host of the show. What are you doing? Tell me what you're doing. What'd you do?
We're measuring these at 30 feet, and then we're gonna cut the extra part off.
All right. You've got your log on that side, so these will just fall off. And how'd you mark them?
We used the rope,
Nails.
30-foot rope.
What was your trick? Did you measure them with a chainsaw or a tape measure every time?
No, we used a rope.
We used a rope. Well, how'd you do a rope? There's no measurement stick on a rope.
We just cut the rope. I don't know what you did actually. Oh, you got a knot.
Did a little knot at 30 feet.
Yeah.
there you go. That's our trick right there. Make a little knot on your string, pull it 30 feet each time. These don't have to be exact laser perfect. But yeah, we're going to pick all these up. Think we'll finish by tomorrow?
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. We're a little behind today. Why are we a little behind today?
I don't know.
Because Carson had all his friends over last night and had a big night. All right, here we go. Let's get these all cut up. I love that truck. Carson, do you love my truck?
I do.
How much do you love it?
A lot.
Yeah? You look pretty beat up.
What?
You look pretty beat up.
Why?
Oh, look. Another helper. Another slave. Look. Give me a shot. Give me a shot. Give me a shot. Woo! All right. There's the Arbor. It's coming along. Got one more day to get this done. Luckily, I got some reinforcements here. What's the only drawback of hanging out in this family?
What's the drawback?
What's the drawback? Is that you have to work.
You get to build stuff.
Get to build stuff, right? Right on. All right, that's Everett right there. He sort of belongs to her, and vice versa. All right, we're gonna get this done by tomorrow, you think?
I think so. I think we can do it.
All right. The tricky part now is we have to notch these pieces here to make them look good and fit in well, which is gonna be really tricky with the chainsaw. I have to balance on a beam up there and somehow not kill myself or cut any limbs off that are attached to me. We'll figure it out. We'll get to it. Well, probably be our last log of the day right there. Hopefully we'll finish this thing tomorrow. Okay, it's the end of another big day at the Gragg compound ranch. We're gonna have a taste test between, you guys know Micheladas? Basically, I was really scared to have this the first time because it was like beer with hot sauce in it and Worcestershire sauce and just all kinds of peppers and everything. Sounds nasty, but now I'm addicted. The best Michelada of all is from Slow Brewery, San Luis Obispo. It's blood red. I don't have any here, so I'm gonna pick these up. We're gonna have a taste test with Modelo Michelada and Budweiser Michelada. The very first Michelada I ever had is from a friend of mine who was a ranch hand, Mexican guy. He's like, "You want a Michelada?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know." It's like, "No, they're really good." And so I had it, and I didn't know what to think when I had it, but now I like spicy stuff, and now I'm addicted. So we're gonna go with the Budweiser in the tall glass. They won't know this. And then we'll go with the Modelo in the short glass. All right, so remember that. Here we go. We're gonna go deliver this right now with the Mexican food that we have. Oh, that's a lot of weight. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, everybody, Michelada taste test. Michelada taste test. Everybody gets 2. 1 of each. There it is. Grab them. 1 of each. We're going to taste maybe the tall one first, and then the short one. All right. So where am I sitting? Where am I sitting? Is that one mine? Yeah. Okay. All All right, here we go. So what did I say? Short one first? Come on, guys. Gotta do it quick. Carson, we're not eating burritos. We're doing a Michelada taste test. All right, everybody,
That's
cheers.
Definitely a Michelada.
Cheers.
That's like a real Michelada. Very tomatoey.
Yeah, you like it?
Not really. Kind of tastes like soup.
I love it. What do you think?
It tastes
Everett?
like the tomato bisque soup Mom got
You know,
from Trader Joe's yesterday.
I think it's an acquired taste because the first one I had, I was a little freaked out when I had it, but now I love them. They're probably more healthy than a regular beer because it has tomato juice and stuff in it. Okay, so that's number one. Try that. Whoa, we gotta do cheers.
Ooh.
Cheers.
Yeah, this one tastes more like a beer. It's nice.
All right, try this one.
Has better carbonation.
That's good.
Very different.
Yeah, not as tomatoey.
Not as intense. You know, I think I like this one better.
Yeah.
It's more balanced.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to know what you just drank?
Yeah.
Hold on, one cotton picking minute. One cotton picking minute. Here you go, guys. Now you know when you go to the liquor store, you'll know what to get. So if you want,
Modelo was the second.
if you what?
Modelo was the second one, right?
What do you think?
No.
That's a big burrito. What do you think, Carson? Anyway, okay, Modelo was the
Good one.
no, wrong. First one.
Really?
Yeah, more intense. So if you want a more intense Michelada, you want to go with Modelo. If you want a more smooth Michelada, you go with Budweiser. Right? All right. We're going to knock that thing out tomorrow, right? Get it done?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the sun is up. The fog is lifting. And today, I'm hoping that we will get this arbor totally finished right here. Here's my beloved truck. And I'll show you the design documents that I typically work from. They are by no means too scientific. Well, they kind of are. Here it is. Here's my design. Basically, it just shows the pole layout. This arbor was rather simple. And, it's all to scale. This drawing is to scale of some sort. Well, it's got the dimensions on here. And right there. 1911 on center. I can confer that that is correct because I measured it yesterday. Haven't seen these documents in a while. It's all in my head now. But yeah, this one's pretty straightforward because it's all in one layer. These poles are set down in the concrete. We ran 1/4-inch drip line so we can have a cluster of pots at the base of each one of these poles. And we'll have lights out here. We'll have a sprinkler in the middle that mists. It'll be really cool on a hot day. However, this structure here was much more complicated because I had to deal with the slope line. I had to deal with various heights of the well pipe and the fact that this well pipe is perforated. There will be lights inside of that. It'll be really cool. Vestige to California farming history. And so I'll show you the design on this one here. Much more complicated. Oh, here's the list of all of the telephone poles that I have. Basically have the starting diameter, the ending diameter, the overall length, and how we're going to cut those into what size pieces to fit where we need them. Anywhere from 30-foot pieces, which is the top layer, and looks like we have 32-foot right there. So anyway, those are the dimensions there and where they all go. And then here is the section drawing. Now the section drawing is really important because it accounts for the slope line all the way down the hill. It'll stand back. Of course, I drew this when nothing was here. So now there's something here to look at. It accounts for the slope line and also how all the poles are going to be stacked all the way down the system here. So as you can see, we have to deal with the grade somehow. And the way we do that is we stack the poles on top of the pipe that way, and then one pole goes on top of the pillar, and then we have another cross piece which gives us more elevation, so on and so forth, all the way up. Now I think that this is going to be not perfectly level. It's going to be slightly sloped when we're done, but nobody will really know because it'll be so slightly sloped. And we also had to figure out the exact elevations of how to set these poles, which is really difficult. We had to set them exactly in line. They're extremely heavy. Getting these things perfectly straight was a challenge, and they're pretty darn straight. And these things will be here forever. This will be an arbor that will long outlast me. And so it took many drawings to kind of figure this out. And I probably did this 3 years ago. I'm finally getting to it. Yeah. And then there's even more fun little things I've made here. I decided to keep this little drawing even though I'm done with this project. From my last farm that I owned, there was a 140-year-old corral with some really big old historic pieces of wood. And I made a mission bell structure out of it. Got the bell off Craigslist, super cheap. I think it came out really nice. What do you think? I also have this leftover adobes, which mixed right into the Spanish style of the house. And I'll give you a little whack here. I come out here every hour on the hour, and you know. Had you been counting, you would have noticed that was 8. So the neighbors in the area here, not many, but the few that are here, they rely upon me to know what time it is. So that's my job. Anyway, so there's that. Here's a nice little slot that will carry the overflow from the water feature out to the oak, water the oak. And then probably they're all my favorite, but one of my more favorite accomplishments here is the little happy face, which is over there. Of course, I got all this stone, like people didn't want it, bought it on Craigslist, used, and then eventually I didn't have enough. I had to order a bunch from Arizona. I had all these pieces custom cut all through here. So this is my fire pit right here, like that. It's wonderful. Here's the original sort of mosaic drawing of it that I was contemplating. There's the scale. And there's lots of things to consider in landscape design. One of them is mobility. These pathways are big enough to have people walk side by side. In order to walk side by side, you really need about 5 feet. This here, I believe, is 6 feet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 foot wide up the middle. So plenty wide for 2 people. And most of the other pathways are at least 5 feet. And I had to design this in such a way as to get the elevation right, get the slope right, get the drainage right. There's so much to consider in landscape construction. It'll just blow your mind. Anyway, it's all out of concrete. The back side I probably stucco it tan. And the front side is all faced in stone. And of course, this took forever. Here's the devil's in the details, as we all know. And there is where all your drainage goes, down into the turtle pit, right there. Don't let your daughters get tortoises. They'll last longer than you, much longer, and you'll have to deal with them. Even after the girls are gone, you're gonna have to deal with their tortoises. So that's what happened here. Anyway, we got the mosaic, and this is all Mexican beach cobblestone. And you can see we have the coloration going from a white to a tan to a black. This looks a lot better if it were cleaned up. And we even have an N. See the N? That's north. North is that way. And south is that way. That way we'll never get confused. So anyway, this project's taken 9 years to get to this point. Rome was not built in a day. That's all I can say. And so we're finally getting to the Arbor. Should be pretty fantastic. We'll have shade in the summertime and mist and huge patio. It's all kinds of what I would call ingenious things I did, if I can brag a little bit. But look, I had to figure out every piece of stone before this was built to order pre-cut stone. That's where I splurged. But where I didn't splurge is my buddy Chet made this wonderful table for me. I can make these tables for you guys if you want. They're pretty expensive, but we can get them. These were used benches. They don't even match in color, but you know what? Beggar cannot be a chooser. But I couldn't get a 16-foot table, but I could get the benches from a place that went out of business. And then I bought sewer pipes, cut them down, and they're the perfect pedestals. And these are more well pipes under here that match the well pipes that we have here. We've got a pretty good notch there. And so anyway, the place is gonna be pretty cool when it's all done. I don't know how old I'll be, but hopefully I'll still have time to enjoy it by the time I finish. So we're gonna see if we can knock this thing out today. I gotta go wake the kid up and fire the crane up. What are we gonna do with all our free time when we're done with this job?
No idea.
Just lay around and
Vacation.
sleep?
Yeah.
Anyway, here we go. Having more fun here. Got a bunch of them in. It's hard to get these joints perfect, but I'm getting them pretty good for being a novice chainsaw artist with telephone poles. Anyway, sun is threatening to start going down, so we need to keep moving here. It's gotta be done. Are we gonna get done by sunset?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll hold you to it. And there is another sunset over the Berryessa Mountains. And I was hoping to be totally complete by now, but alas. We have one more notch to cut on this one, and then a notch to cut on that one, and that one more log to be put in place. The valley fog is creeping up. It's getting cold fast. Valley fog forms on high pressure systems in the wintertime after rainfall. Perfectly blue sky, but condensation comes up off the valley floor, and it's so cold I can't even tell you. Usually it doesn't reach us up this far. It did this morning, and it burned off. In the valley, I saw the fog all day. So they were freezing down there. We were probably 60 degrees. But it's coming back and it's getting cold. I gotta get this job done before it gets completely dark. The fog has taken over us. It's dark. It's cold. But alas, we have an arbor! And you can't see it because it's so dark. Even though it's only 5 p.m. All right, beauty shots tomorrow. Good job, guys. Woo hoo hoo hoo. I declare the Arbor project is finished. Finished. So what does that mean? That means we need finished shots. We need finished shots. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. And there it is. And there's people up there. Look. The first people to enjoy the beautiful new telephone arbor. Think of all the telephone calls over the centuries that went through these telephone poles here. What do you guys, anybody have any comments? So Jerry Bear, he was off screen for most of the time. He came the last day and helped us out. There's your superstar, Carson Gragg, who's hiding from the camera. And of course, Muppy Gragg, who helped us too. And we had a couple of mascots over there, Kona and Hugo. But any comments? People, party people.
We did it.
What was the hardest part? Carson, you were there for the whole project. What was the hardest part?
It was hard getting them in like the precise location, and then the chainsaw was hard to cut the notches.
How do you know that? You didn't do it.
You were complaining about it all day.
Yeah, all right. What do you think? What do you think about the project? You like it?
I like it, yeah.
Yeah?
Success.
Cool. Any comments, Muppy?
It looks really good.
All right. Okay, so now it's Tahoe or bust. Is that right?
That's right. Yep.
All right, so let me go get one last finished shot of all the little chitlins. I can't see them up. You're hiding behind the pole. There's the last finished shot of the beautiful winter's arbor. Gonna have some bamboo on top, and it's gonna be a little more shaded when we're all done.